Hi to everyone, glad to see you in this video and hope you are having an amazing day so far. Have you ever wondered what is an easy way to generate leads for your company? If yes, then you are in the right place and time. Introducing the latest innovation in lead generation software, Cosiall, our automation tool that streamlines the process of finding targeted leads for your business. Say goodbye to the time-consuming manual search for potential clients. Our software uses cutting-edge technology to find leads that match your customer profile and helps you to communicate with them via chat. Close more deals in less time with our efficient and effective lead generation tool. The process is really simple, so without further ado, let me show you how. Alright, this is the home screen. You will be able to access this page once you have registered an account with Cosiall. Here we can access all the needed functionalities such as creating or viewing an existing campaign, accessing the page with all our favorite prospects, or going to the conversations page where we can see all the positive responses from the people that we have approached. So to get started, first we need to click on the Create Campaign button where we are going to define our target reach, messaging, and amount of people we want to reach per month. So let's click that button. For my ease, I have already created a draft campaign which I am going to use in this example. And here we are. We have now navigated to the campaign creation page. Here we can see that we have 5 different sections on the left, and they are campaign details, target audience, pitch and follow-ups, impressions and schedule and billing. The first section is campaign details, where we are going to add some information about our campaign. The information on this page will be only relevant to us so we can easily identify the campaign once created. So let's add a campaign name and a brief description of what we are trying to achieve here. In this example, I am going to be creating a campaign for our software, Cosiall, from which campaign we will be gathering targeted leads for our solution. So let's add that info and continue further. As you can see, since I am using the draft campaign, I already have those in place. So now let's get over to the next section. To do that, let's click the Continue button at the bottom of the page. And we have arrived at the second section called Target Audience. Here we are going to define our filters. Those filters are one of the most important things in our campaign. Therefore, make sure to spend a little bit more time on this section so we can make sure that we have the best definition of the type of leads we want to target. The number of different options for types of filters we have is 10, and they are region, industry, language, keywords, occupation, function, seniority level, years of experience, company name, and company headcount. I have already defined some filters beforehand, so feel free to pause the video whenever you want to get a better grasp of my targeting, but let's briefly cover each one of them. We need to filter down our leads as much as possible to make sure that our campaign performs at its best, so let's do that. Keep in mind, all of the filters apart from region are optional, so let's move to the first one. The first filter is region. This is the only required filter. Make sure to be as specific as needed and possible. For example, I have added United States since this is where I want to find leads from. The next one is industry. This one is highly recommended, if applicable. Here we are going to add the type of industry in which those people are going to be working in. For example, here I have added software development and marketing services. The next filter is language. I am targeting leads in the United States and most people there speak English, so I will skip adding this one. An example of a case where this could be useful would be if we need people in the USA who speak Spanish or any other non-native language. Moving forward, we have keywords. In this filter, we can add a specific phrase or set of keywords which we would like our leads to contain in their profiles. We generally recommend skipping this filter unless you cannot specify your exact type of lead from the rest of the filters, which is usually not the case. However, if you decide that you are going to use this filter, keep in mind that a Boolean search can also be applied for more complex searches. For more information on Boolean search, feel free to click the link below the keywords text area, where it states, "How does advanced keywords targeting work?" There you can find some tips and tricks on how to use it properly. That being said, let's move to the next one, occupation. We can use this filter to specify the titles of the people we want to target. In my example, I will leave this blank because I want to target all decision makers in the companies, which we will do in the next filters, but we have an extensive list of titles here, so if you need anything specific, make sure to select the appropriate ones for you. The next one we have is function. Here you can specify in what departments our leads work. Some of the options are accounting, business development, HR, IT, legal, marketing, and more. In my case, the goal of my campaign is to target all decision makers, so I will still leave this one blank, so let's move on. The next filter is seniority level. This is the filter which I need to target decision makers. I am going to select the appropriate options here while speaking because I want to get your attention to how on the bottom of the screen the number of people the campaign can reach will change. We want to make sure we have enough potential leads in our campaign, so keep an eye on that. Now for my case, I am going to add owner, manager, director, VP, CXO, and partner. And we can see that the amount of people we can reach has changed from 3,500,000 to 752,000. This is a big number of people, so let's move on. The next filter is years of experience. Here we can decide how many years of experience we would like our leads to have. In my case, I will again leave this blank. Going forward, we have filter number 9 as company name. Here we can specify if we have companies in mind that we would like to target specifically. In my case, I would like to target all existing companies out there, so still leaving this as it is. And last but not least, we have company headcount. Now this filter is very important for my case because I want to target only small to medium-sized companies. Therefore, I am going to select 1-10, 11-50, and 51-200. We can again see how the campaign's potential reach amount will change from 752,000 to 310,000. And that concludes our target audience section. Let's double check that all the filters are exactly as we want them and that we have not missed anything important that could help us find more targeted leads. I like everything that we have specified here on this page, so let's move on to the next section, pitch and follow-ups, by clicking the Continue button below. Awesome! Now that we have created our filters, we have next arrived at the section where we are going to specify our initial prospect pitch and follow-up messaging system. Good targeting is important, but without an excellent and relevant message, we won't go far and our campaign's performance will suffer. So let's do that now. As we can see, the first thing that we need to provide is the prospect pitch. This message would be the very first message that our potential leads will see, so we need to make sure it is as precise and clear as possible. In our current scenario, I am going to write the following message. I am going to click on the greeting placeholder, then hit space, and then click the first name placeholder. Then I am going to write, I am working with innovative lead generation software which can help your organization hit your sales goals by running targeted campaigns which continuously bring new warm leads interested in your services. Could that be of interest to you? Lastly, I am going to put a new line and hit the regards placeholder button. Please keep in mind that due to limitations outside our control, the maximum amount of characters we can add to our prospect pitch is 290. That is why our first message should be short, sweet, and straight to the point. Okay, now that we have created the prospect pitch, let's move to the follow-ups. The good news for the follow-ups is that we can enter as many characters as we want, although we would recommend keeping them under 2,000 characters. Otherwise, it gets a bit overwhelming for reading. I will click the Add Follow-up button and paste the follow-ups that I have generated for our campaign, so feel free to pause the video and read them thoroughly. We can also see that on each follow-up, we can specify how many days before the previous message we would like the follow-up to be sent, and we can choose between 1 and 10 days. I will put 3 days for each of my follow-ups, however, you can choose whichever you think would be best for you. Once we have created the prospect pitch and the follow-up, we can continue with the next section, so let's click the Continue button now. Great. And now let's proceed with the next section, Impressions and Schedule. This one is a very short one. Here we just need to specify how many people we want to reach per month from our campaign. We offer 1,000 free trial connections for every new user, so I will just leave it as it is and will hit the Continue button. And now we have arrived at the last section called Billing. Here we need to add our payment method, make a payment and create our campaign. If you are a new user, use the code WELCOME for your free 1,000 connections and let's hit the Pay Securely button. And congratulations, we have created our campaign. It will start in 24 hours once our team reviews it and verifies that everything is good to go. Thanks for watching and see you at our next tutorial.